Have you ever had a conversation with someone that doesn't understand how some countries and some people can be, like, struggling to obtain, like, drinkable water? It is worse than having a conversation with someone that is a flat earther, I swear to fuck. Well, there's the ocean water, and I know that you can filter it, so why don't they? Dumbass, maybe because, you know, it costs a lot of money and time, and they don't have that. Or maybe, you know, they're not by the water. Well, Joe, there's rivers. Again! You need to fucking filter it! The water looks clear to me, though. That doesn't mean shit. That does not mean you can safely drink it if it looks clear. Now, yeah, that's safer than drinking, like, dirt water, but it's still not that safe. I feel like this is such a specific thing, but let me know if it's relatable or not. Have you ever stayed up so late, and you get to the point where you're really tired, but you're really hungry, and you want to eat, but you're conflicted, because it's really late, and you could just say fuck it, and go to bed hungry, then wake up earlier and eat, or you're just going to eat, and then sleep in, and then eat later, like eat breakfast later. Oh my god, this is probably not relatable. The point is, it's 2 in the morning. I want to eat a Pop-Tart. I can't decide whether or not I want to eat a Pop-Tart, because if I eat a Pop-Tart right now, then I'm going to go to bed, and I'm going to wake up later and eat breakfast later. But if I go to bed now hungry, then I'll wake up earlier and eat breakfast earlier because I'll be hungry and I feel like I'll be more productive. Does that make sense?
If you can't get through this, you're not getting in this cave. This is tighter than that entrance. Ooh, if I breathe in, I can't fit.
You know, I have a revolutionary idea when I say this. If you can't get through that hole, unless you don't breathe in, maybe you don't go through that hole. And now, I understand that you, for some reason, think this is fun, squeezing your body through a hole that your body doesn't really fit through, and if you get stuck, you essentially either starve to death, die of dehydration, or have a fucking complete meltdown and pass out because you're stuck. That's what I would do. I would fucking pass out instantly if I was in this scenario. Why would anyone ever want to do this? That one kid in my comments is going to be like, well, Joe, you wouldn't get it. Unless you were an expert caver, you wouldn't understand the adrenaline rush that goes along with doing this. No, I wouldn't understand it. And I don't want to understand it because it's fucking terrifying! Alright, people tagging me in this shit, we need to have a talk. That is a white sleeveless undershirt. It is sometimes referred to as a wife beater, not really anymore, but sometimes people will call it that. Anyways, I do not wear those. I have never worn those. I do wear something that looks similar, but this is a black tank top. This is not an undershirt. You don't wear this under things, alright? You wear it as a tank top. You wear it alone, as such. Nevertheless, her statement is still wrong, because Max wears white sleeveless undershirts. And Max is an attractive individual. And even if I did wear them, y'all are calling me ugly. That's fucked up. That's not, no, I'm not forgetting that shit. I know this is 60 seconds later. I'm not forgetting that shit.
Oh my gosh.
I just feel like this is obviously fake for one simple reason. That reason being that I don't think a human produces enough blood to essentially cover an entire pool and make it completely red. An adult will approximately have 1.2 to 1.5 gallons of blood in their body. And I feel like that's more than 1.5 gallons, and it's more colorful dye than, like, the actual color of blood. And I know in the heat of the moment, you see your friend laying in a red pool, you might be like, oh my god, they're dead. But then you come to terms and you're like, oh shit, this is not possible.
That super bass got boom, boom. Got me dead live, I'm Kurt Cobain, boom, boom. That super bass got boom, boom. Got me dead live, I'm Kurt Cobain, boom.
Why is it yellow? It was dirt. And then it made the entire thing look like pee. Why? And can someone explain the hype to me of clear phone cases? You want to see the fucking Apple logo on the back? Who cares? But then, Joe, I could put my money or a credit card or a picture of my friend on the back and I'm capable of seeing it. Why? And they're always the most fragile, shitty phone cases in the world. They don't protect your phone at all.
We watched you play Among Us last night.
We did?
Yeah, I can't believe no one guessed you were the imposter.
Why? I haven't played Among Us since, like, fucking January. Why? Like, yeah, Among Us is a meme, but I don't think it's worthy of an entire video being acted out specifically about Among Us. Hey, we watched you play Among Us last night, and it was crazy. Nobody guessed you were the imposter. What, is this esports? Is this a fucking Rocket League match? What's happening? This isn't some Valorant, like, 1v4 clutch. It's Among Us.
A swarm of bees settled under this umbrella, and I was called to remove them. So I started scooping bees off the umbrella and putting them into a hive. When bees are in swarms like this, it means they're looking for a new place to live. They tend to be very docile since they don't have any resources to defend.
Now, if I'm in this scenario, feel free to tell me if this is a shitty idea or not. I would put on a hazmat suit. Then, I would close the umbrella with the bees inside. I would not crush them. I would gently close the umbrella. Then, I would full fucking sprint away from my house. Set them down somewhere else. Then try and shove them in. No, not shove them. That's wrong terminology. Place them gently in their hive. Okay? Now, your boy does not fuck with wasps. If I see a wasp, it's dead. All right? But bees, they don't bother me. I know they like pollinate plants and all this other stuff. Like, they're cool. They don't usually sting you. So, like, I'd treat them nicely. I'd still be wearing the hazmat suit though. You know, I've seen a lot of videos like that, but that is the first one where I took that shit seriously. Like, the majority of the videos you see of people doing that, it's just some dude like, my girl can wear whatever she wants, but if you touch her, and it's like some cringe kid that's just trying to be cool. But this guy, I'm taking that shit seriously. This guy looks like he could kill me in probably 15 seconds. And I'm not a small guy. Like, I know y'all fuck around and you say I'm 5'6", but, like, I'm 6'1", and I would not mess with this guy. So if you're this dude and you see this video, fucking props to you. You're the first video I've ever seen where somebody made this, and I actually took it seriously. Like, bro, if they got a neck tattoo, you know the pain of getting a tattoo on your fucking Adam's apple, dog? Oh, my God. I'm not messing with him.
Okay, this goes on top of these. Here we go. This is the magic Rubik's Cube. If I take the Rubik's Cube in my hand just like this, and I shake it, if I blow, that Rubik's Cube will collapse into a whole bunch of little pieces.
Before I say anything, people always get mad at me that I react to behind-the-scenes magic tricks rather than actual magic tricks because, oh, you're obviously going to know how it works, it's behind the scenes. I would react to the actual magic video if there was the actual magic video. That one's behind the scenes. That one's behind the scenes. That one's behind the scenes. Like, I can't not react to the behind the scenes ones. I just feel like TikTok magic tricks used to be actual tricks. Now it's just, hey, this is how I did the video, but I'm not actually going to show you the original because the original's obviously fake because you can see everything that I'm doing. That's so specific, but I'm right. If you can legitimately catch a fish that is that big with a rod that is that small, you deserve an award. Because how does that not snap? I have gone fishing multiple times, and it is just a general rule that when you're catching bigger fish, you use a bigger rod. That rod, to me, looks like something that I would catch like yay little shitters with, not something that's fucking 9,500 pounds. And why do half the videos I react to just have EDM music casually playing in the background? He's just pulling up the fish. Oh my! Oh, 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 oh my!
You won't believe this.
For the people that are upset with me right now because I made you watch that so I could react to it, I'm sorry. But bro, he picked it up without hesitation. For me to do that, I need to psych myself up for like 35 minutes straight. I could not pick that up. The second my hand touches it, I'm gagging. And then I gotta make a slushie with it. That is a hard pass. I would not be able to get past the odor that is just wafting towards my face as I squeeze the little slushie cup. We're going to be going over the best and worst types of urinals. Off rip, we have the most mediocre urinal there is. You have probably seen one of these if you've been in a men's bathroom. The one thing that I complain about is the wall size. That's not making it more private. You can still see over it because you're standing. They do have decent backsplash protection, though, so that's why they're mid-tier. F-tier, ground urinals. Fucking terrible. They are tolerable if you're alone, because then you can stand decently far away and just, use the bathroom. But if there's a lot of people there, then you gotta squeeze your body closer, and then you're essentially peeing on your own feet. S-tier, the best urinals there are. Complete privacy, full walling. And there's no backsplash because it's like a deep bucket. Back to these, they're always dirty, dude, and there's always shit in them. Like, somebody will throw, like, a Dorito bag in the fucking urinal. I will say that I am a fan of biting ice cream. I have expressed this in the past. And I know that my audience does not share that same love of biting ice cream with me, as you guys have expressed multiple times after you saw a video of me eating a fucking fudge pop and I bit it and everybody lost their fucking minds. However, that is not how I would bite ice cream. Everybody knows I'm going to take a little nibble, then I'm going to fucking enjoy it and eat it. I'm not going to fucking gnaw the entire bar in 2 seconds. That's painful. That's when it hurts your teeth. But if you take a little nibble here and there, it's fine. That was a video of people hanging outside Justin Bieber's house waiting for him to come home, and people were saying that he handled it very well, and I would agree, but there were some people in the comments that were like, wow, Justin was a real dick for turning away his fans. They're outside his house! Asking him for a hug! That's weird. Well, actually, Joe, it's a public sidewalk. They're still stalking him, waiting for him to come home. And then he goes on this whole rant about how it makes him uncomfortable that people do this, and then she still asks for a hug. Like, those are the parasocial relationships that I talked about before, to a fucking extreme, where they'll literally stalk people and think it's okay. I don't think this is relatable, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Have any of y'all wanted to partake in stealing an ostrich egg, specifically one that is not fertilized, and then running and seeing how long you can last till the ostrich catches you? Because they get very protective over their eggs, even if they're not fertilized. And they can also run very fast, like 43 miles an hour fast. And they also weigh a fuck ton. So you're likely not going to be able to choose between fight and flight. You're just going to have to choose flight. And then you're just going to run for your life, because trying to tackle a 320-pound ostrich is not going to go well. I think I could last like 20 to 30 seconds before it pecks me or tackles me for the first time. And then from there, I think I could last probably 20 minutes until I died. But I do think that I could mount it like a horse and then, like, wrap my arms around its neck so it would not be able to thrash me off. You should be honored! He's allowing you to watch him play Clash Royale. That means he likes you. And what if he loses? I mean, he's probably not gonna. He's running like Balloon Zap Tesla. But if he did, he's allowing himself to be vulnerable to you, to watch him lose. Ask him to play twos. Ask him to do 2v2s. If he says yes, scour the room for a ring because he's about to propose. Now, thirdly, ask him to play on his account. If he says yes, that is not good. That is not... If he says yes, run. I don't care if y'all are married. You do not play on another person's Clash Royale account, okay?
Ooh! I forgot to take the toothpick out! You're supposed to take the toothpicks out? I thought they were just spicy.
You see, it's funny, because the first guy forgot to take the toothpick out of the mini hot dog. And then he ended up realizing it and saying, like, ouch, because that hurts. But this dude has been eating them with the toothpicks all along because he thought they were spicy. And spicy things hurt your mouth, and so do toothpicks being jammed through your fucking mouth. I don't get it.
Are you famous? Because if you are, whether you're Ethan Klein, Alyssa Milano, or Lauren Gray, I want you to stitch this video with your favorite plant.
Lauren Gray here, and my favorite plant is actually the Tumbleweed. The reason I like Tumbleweed so much is because how they work. If you look closely on the Tumbleweed right now, you can see a bunch of seeds. Once it is fully grown, it essentially dies and dries itself. It starves itself to death so that it tumbles. The reason it does that is so it spreads its seeds more because it lives in a very scarce environment that can't grow plants very well. So if it tumbles a lot, then it scatters its seeds very far and it increases its chance of having offspring. That's crazy.
Oh my god, they say if you close your eyes, you can feel the filter.
I feel absolutely nothing. Oh, but yo, the filter requires you to close your eyes, then you feel it. Okay. I don't feel anything! Probably because it's a TikTok filter that has no physical touch towards my face. So even if I close my eyes, it's still not actually touching me, so I'm not going to feel ticklish because it's not touching my fucking sensory system. Is it my skin? Is your skin your sensory system? I took anatomy. How do I not know this?
Betroot. Oh, yes.
Alright, your boy's not a fan of beetroot, right? So I don't know the preparation stages of said root. However, that looks dirty. And I think you're supposed to cook it. And I'm hearing a crunch when you're chewing it. And I don't think that's supposed to happen. Also, isn't it weird that beetroot looks so good on the inside? It's like a bright red. It looks delicious. It looks sweet and great. But it's actually fucking terrible. And I already know I'm going to have the fucking beetroot stands in my comments. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, beetroot's great. What are you, fucking Dwight Schrute? You got a beetroot farm? Why are they smelling it? Like, yeah, to test out whether or not it's piss, but it's still gross. They both smell it. And then they make the face as if it is smelling bad. Which leads me to believe that either A, it's just water and they're faking it. Or B, that is actual piss that she poured on him. Which would be... You never even cut her hair. You just let the scissors sit there the entire time. Also, you knew your hair was going to get stuck. You just have your hair sitting over the window while it's rolling up. And it's not even an original prank. You posted this a day ago. And the original was like 2 weeks ago. And that's not even that much hair to lose if he did cut it off. Whereas that's like something to worry about. That's like half of your hair. Also, aren't you the one that's controlling whether or not the window's rolled down or up? As you're the one sitting in the car. Yeah, you made slippers, I'll give you that. But I feel like, A, these are going to be insanely uncomfortable. They're very thin and the little bubbles are hollow. So you're essentially just walking barefoot anyway. And B, I feel like those little flip-flop straps are just going to come right out. Because, like, you just jam them into the little fucking circle holes. So the second you use any amount of weight against them, they're just going to come right out. And if you want rainbow ones specifically, I feel like you could just go to, like, a Walmart. I feel like they sell them pretty easily. I have another bathroom story time for you guys. I was in middle school, yay, 7th grade, went to the bathroom to use the urinal. When I was done, I flushed it. And now for all the guys here, you know that half of the urinals that exist have a flush delay time. A flush delay time is when you flush the urinal, you can't flush it again right after. If you do, nothing happens. This one did not have that. I could flush it as many times as I wanted, as fast as I wanted, which is exactly what I did. Why? I don't know. I had been using that bathroom for years, and I had never done it. But this time I was like, I'm going to flush it like 15 times in a row. So I flushed it 15 times, and like you would expect, it fucking flooded. and it started rising really quickly, and I panicked, and I just left the bathroom. I was with one of my friends at the time. We both went back to class, and after the next period, I walked right by, and I noticed the bathroom's closed. And someone was like, yeah, the urinal just started overflowing, and I was like, wow. Wonder why that happened, and I never told anyone.
What's up, Staples? My name is Nick from Dreamers. This is our new song.
I decided playing in public was the only way to get people to listen.
I understand playing your music in public can actually help, like if you're playing in New York City or LA where people are taking the time out of their day to come watch you, but you're playing in a Staples. What's up, Staples? Name's Joe. I know you guys are in a hurry getting some pencils and back to school supplies, but maybe sit down for a few. Listen to me play my song. And while you're there, maybe think about purchasing that office chair you're sitting in. Really comfy, right? Thanks. And like on the streets, people are going to listen to you and they can't really do anything about it. But I feel like Staples is a privately owned business where they could be like, yo, stop.
How was your day? That's good.
What is wrong with you?
Are you shaking that Yahoo?
The drink is actually pronounced Yoo-hoo, not Yahoo. Yahoo is a website, Y-A-H-O-O, not Y-O-O-H-O-O. You can't shake a website, you're shaking your Yahoo. If y'all live together and she sees you just shaking something by the fridge, even if it looks suspicious from behind, I feel like running up behind them on a table and like kicking them in the head is like an overreaction. Little callback to the first clip for the fucks that are currently typing, actually, Joe, Yahoo is not a website, it's actually a browser. Fuck off, I know that.
Pranking my twin brother. I'm gonna make Greg think I've got sunburn. Oh my god, it looks so real. Greg? Yeah? Have I caught the sun? My face feels really warm. Let me have a look. What do you think? Oh my god. What? Oh my god, actually, you're really bad. Yeah, really bad. What do you know? Put some cream on the website. We have to put the episode in. The prank, silly. It's wax.
The whole idea behind the video doesn't even make sense because sunburn isn't something to panic over. You just sat in the sun too long. It's not like your arm fell off or some shit. It's like, oh, hey, I have sunburn. Oh. Do you need aloe? No, I think I'll be fine. Okay, that's it. That's literally all that would happen. And he's in the background when you announce that you're going to prank him, and it does not look like sunburn at all. It is wax, as you said.
Yeah, baby. You cleaning up? What are you doing? No, what are you doing? Stop!
Damn, what are you doing? Cleaning up? Oh no, don't drink the Windex! You do know, though, that you're supposed to clean the actual Windex bottle before you pour the Hawaiian Punch in. And I mean, you took a jump cut, so you may have done that, but if not, there still would be Windex in the bottle. And what is he doing? It's like he's playing sock puppets, but there's no sock puppets, it's just his hands. Why do some of y'all think I look like 30 years old? I'm 19. I graduated high school like a year ago. Like, yeah, my facial structure is more mature, but what about me makes me look older other than that? You could say, like, my physical stature, because I am tallish, but then again, everyone's full grown at 19, so what is that fucking reasoning? And some of y'all think I look 5'1", even though I'm 6'2". 6'1", 6'2". Anyways, I think y'all just exaggerate it to piss me off, because, like, at most, I look 22. At most! I think I look 19. Like, I just finished my freshman year in college, and I'm not gonna be 20 for, like, 7 months, and y'all think I look 30. Somebody who's 30 could be married and have kids. I mean, somebody who's 19 could be married and have kids. But it's unlikely nowadays, you know what I mean? You know, I just have that gut feeling that that's, like, not legal to get somebody to flash to enter a store in a mall. I just feel like that's not a requirement to enter a store. And they don't really give any insight on why she's not allowed in the store in the first place. I mean, maybe they're at capacity or something, like there's too many people. But then that guy just leaves right as she walks in. So she didn't even need to do the whole, you know, thing in the first place. And it can't be not wearing a mask because he doesn't have a mask and he's in the store unless he did that as well. Oh, that looks so good. It looks brand new. It's a disposable mask that you're holding together with a piece of tape. Just get a different one. It's like not even a nickel for one of them. Or you could have just avoided this entire problem by letting go of one of the strings instead of cutting the mask. Hello, this is my new favorite filter. It's me as a teddy bear running from eagles that are trying to kill me. My death is inevitable. Tell my family and Bill that I love them.
And then I went, sheesh, sheesh.